getting into the Schumann resonance and pretty much like everything involving the Schumann resonance. Yeah, my hair is definitely all over the place. The energies have been unbelievable, man. I told you guys I was gonna do a live stream. The energies are just unbelievable right now. I don't know if you guys are feeling this stuff right now, but it is truly intense. There's like so many things to talk about, and we're gonna be streaming today, tomorrow, and the next day. So I hope you guys are good, and I hope to see you guys at least watch the stream and whatnot. Um,
At least one.
yeah, watch it and whatnot, or watch it live. We can chat. If not, trust me, this is gonna be a great, excuse me, a great live stream. All right. So we've been having some earthquakes, quite a bit of earthquakes in America and places that normally haven't been getting them. Monica, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good. How's everybody doing in the stream, by the way? I'm so thankful for everyone being in here. Um, we're going to be talking about the Schumann resonance because there is something definitely strange going on with it. How's everybody doing? We got a little bit of earthquakes, and of course, yes, we do got a solar flare that just happened. So there's quite a bit of things going on right now. Let's go. So here is, actually I gotta give this a refresh, but here is a current look at the Schumann resonance. Make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe button. It really helps out a lot, really supports. As you can see, there hasn't been too much going on with the Schumann resonance. But one thing we will notice is that there is, some activity over here, some energy coming in, but just overall nothing intense. Things have not been intense with the Schumann resonance. We've had maybe one day where things were, pretty strong and whatnot, but overall things just haven't really been that intense lately. Now the sun, on the other hand, again, it's also been calm. So many things have been calm right now, but man, oh man, weather has just been unbelievably cold right now. And I've heard that in Australia, 50 degrees Celsius, which is insane. And when it comes to America, like half the country right now is just freezing right now. And today's kind of like the last cold day. It's been really cold, and I'm sure like a lot of people are really just feeling it right now. I'm sure you guys are sick of it. I am so sick of this cold weather. So I hope everybody's doing good. I want to break down the Russian Schumann resonance, this electromagnetic spectrum. So one of the things that we'll notice right here is that this is some pretty wild activity. Now normally we see activity on the left, and what we have on the left is usually this calm activity. But over here we have an increase in green and of course yellow on the bottom, which is pretty intense. So we got some very interesting activity right now on the electromagnetic spectrum. So this could be, this doesn't register lightning strikes and stuff. This usually could be anything going on within the ionosphere, the magnetic field. It could be many things that could sort of trigger this sort of activity on the electromagnetic spectrum. So it's much more different. And for hertz, it goes 0 to 30. And then, of course, for the intensity, it goes 0 to 90. So this is more stronger activity that we're seeing on the spectrogram. And this is the blue is like really low. So like blue is like 0, and then green's kind of more like, it's not the weakest of energy, but also it's definitely not, that strong at all. So it's kind of like a mild kind of energy, and we're getting this increase of white. We're getting this increase of activity on the Schumann resonance, or the spectrogram basically. And this green is much more intense, and it's much more rised up. So this could be, this could mean many things. However, the Schumann resonance is not showing anything. Welcome to the stream. I'm gonna say Sean J. Welcome to the stream. Corey, how's everybody doing? So, how's everybody doing? I hope you guys hear me very well. Now, we ain't got too much going on other than a spike on the solar wind, which is very interesting, right? A shoot up from 370 kilometers per second all the way up to almost 500, which is just very interesting. Actually, believe it or not, the interplanetary magnetic field is starting to dip down. So it's starting to get, moderately south, so it's very interesting. Okay, gotta load this up real quick. Image couldn't be loaded. That's not fun. Okay, I can't load that up. That's ironic. Now we have a sunspot region that's going bananas right now. So we have a lot of sunspot groups in our sun right now, and one of them has just gone bananas right now. Now, I wish I could show you a better picture for the sun. Maybe when we go towards the coronal hole images, we could actually get something. For solar flare activity, this is something you don't normally see, but we've had about, I gotta count all these up right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, maybe more. Almost 12, C-class solar flares in the last 24 hours. So the sun has been really intense the last 24 hours. So we've been getting slammed with so many C-class solar flares. One of the things you'll notice is that we're nowhere near the B class, which is incredibly low, right? Especially during our solar peak and whatnot, during this time of solar cycle 25. So as you can see, it's rising up even higher and maintaining, I don't know if you guys can see this, but maintaining a higher high, so, or a higher low, meaning it's not to the B, it's very high. So this is something very interesting here, because we could actually get something even stronger, and if anything, of course, we could have even more M classes coming in. So very interesting here. We do have an M 1.7, which is quite moderate. It's a strong solar flare. And I'm invisible. Welcome to the stream. Or I'm visible. Well, there's that. Welcome to the stream. How's Iowa? It's good to have you here. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe button. This freaking weather is so annoying. We're gonna talk about it. So yes. So right now, a pretty strong M-class solar flare, and we're maintaining a higher low. Something big could be coming here. When we look at our sunspot regions, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 sunspot regions. 4, 2, 4, 3, 6, 6 is looking incredibly intense right now. Let me pull this one up. As you can see, so many sunspot regions right now. Where in the world is it at? Right here. So this one has an even stronger chance for the M and C. It's much, much larger of a sunspot. You're liking it? That's good. That's good. Yeah, I do not like where I'm at. The whole Ohio, Indiana, Chicago, Michigan area, that whole area and everything underneath it, it's just not fun. I I definitely want to get out. Oh man. So yeah, so definitely interesting here. Let's take a look at the coronal holes. I don't know if we'll be able to get images because they weren't loading earlier. We got 3 coronal holes. One on the bottom, one that's going to be facing us in about 24 to 48 hours, something forming over here, and something that looks to be significant on top. So overall, of course, the sun doesn't have any currently facing coronal holes on us. But of course, on the coronal hole images for the sun, we do have one that is left and coming in another 24, probably another 24 to 48 hours. This will be a trans-equatorial coronal hole. And you know, the coronal hole is a dark spot on the sun. For those who don't know, that is where it's like a cooler spot on the sun where plasma can escape, and that could potentially come towards Earth, causing auroras and, of course, technological problems. And of course, something seems to be forming over here, a huge one on the top left. So let's take a look at some of our other images. Something interesting here is that this is super bright. This is a release. This is a CME from this sunspot region, and this one is quite strong. This was pretty active. That's why it's very bright. You could definitely tell that there's got to be something going on the left side. A huge sunspot region. Probably multiple groups of them. It definitely looks like something big is coming, but what we currently have could excuse me. Yeah, it could be pretty crazy. Like these sunspot groups can get really active, and yeah, we might have something pretty crazy. But overall, we do have a lot of bright regions on the left, so I would assume things are definitely active, you know? It looks like it's not facing us yet. If we look at the sunspot regions right now, we only have like really 2 on the far left. So I know for a fact there's probably more sunspot groups coming. And that, to me, is quite interesting. Because I think what we already have, one of them already becoming, it's already red, and it looks very active. That's already quite surprising. So anything could happen here. How's everybody doing in the stream? Please hit the like and subscribe button. I really appreciate it for everyone. I am working on a Vegas nerve reset video. I'm going to be working on that within the next few days. I also want to work on a clear video. So if anybody is into their, you know, their empathic abilities and, you know, energy that's different than the physical senses and stuff like that, you know, definitely want to get into that. I'll definitely be doing a video on that, explaining all of them. Now for earthquakes, there's been quite a bit of earthquakes, right? Like we've been having earthquakes everywhere. There've been Texas, Montana, probably some other places. Let's see, what's the strongest one we've had, right? Like the largest one in America. We just had, like the latest earthquake? The Malmstrom. It's a pretty cool name. Air Force Base in Montana, there was a 3.2 there. And there's been earthquakes everywhere. There's been Mexico. I knew Mexico had like almost a 4. I don't know where it was. There was a 4 point something somewhere else. So there's been quite a bit of earthquakes happening everywhere. When we look at the largest in general, nothing too significant. So overall, you know, things are definitely looking interesting. So now we got to get into some other things. I'm going to get a haircut. Trust me. I need a haircut really badly, you know. But it's been so cold. I really dislike the cold weather. I think this year, never had a year like this. Super dry, super cold. I am just trying to go outside the house. It's literally freezing. Freezing, rain, and obviously, you know, sometimes it melts because of the sun. Water freezes, snow's on top. It is so annoying. So it's been annoying for me. I just don't like it anymore. I don't like the cold weather anymore because you really don't want to be driving on what they call black ice, right? Or, you know, dealing with the ice and dealing with everything. It's quite annoying. It's quite dangerous. It's bad for the house, bad for the pipes. Power outs are not fun, especially during this time. I feel like it's been a state of survival. Really, it's been like that for days now. And I think a lot of people are kind of getting that, what they call winter depression, or January is always like this. I don't know what it is. Seriously. This one started amazing, and then, yeah, I don't know what happened. Ever since that cold started coming in, it just got boring, man. I don't know about you guys. I do not want any more with winter. I don't know about you guys. I don't like winter. So I'm looking outside, and I noticed like two weird things. One was this gigantic cloud outside. It literally, like, it's crazy because on the other side, it's all clear skies. Not a cloud in the sky. Now look, one area. And there's like this tsunami-based cloud. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Really weird. And then, of course, you see all these chemtrails, which I think this has been blowing up on the internet, right? Like, everybody knows about it now. And I don't know what is up with the increase of them, right? That's got to be something interesting here, right? I feel like there's been, how the hell are there 4 planes literally next to each other flying here, right? There's definitely something going on here, right? It's been pretty wild. Because I think there's definitely a difference from what's in the sky, because they're doing a lot of things now. For those who don't know, right? They put what is it called? They're doing seeded clouds nowadays. But we already talked about that though. Well, yeah, they're doing some pretty wild stuff right now. If there's anybody in that chat that wants to talk, definitely feel free to talk, because there's definitely a lot of things to get into. You know, there's been so many symptoms going on. This is huge as well. People have definitely been getting the flu-like symptoms, definitely been feeling sick, definitely been feeling off. In the solar plexus region, the stomach area, the sensitivity, I don't know, you guys have been telling me, you guys have been very tired lately, dizziness, vertigo, the list goes on. The list goes on. Many people have been feeling so much right now, you know, there's just so much coming up. It has been a wild ride. You know, it's been very intense. We had one of the strongest solar storms in 20 years. I mean, we really did pass a G5 in a short period of time, near Carrington, short period of time. And we had the strongest solar radiation storm in 20 years. I mean, you got to think about that right there. That's pretty wild. We got a pretty crazy year ahead of us. We have this year of the horse, they call it, right? Fire horse, unbelievable. We got, what else we got? We got an eclipse coming in February. August, I don't know what's going to happen in August. Something's going to happen. I don't know. It's gonna be crazy. This is gonna be a crazy year, man. I hope everybody's doing good, by the way. Can't even see the numbers, bro. I don't even see the numbers. I hope everybody's doing good in this stream. I'm going to be streaming tomorrow, so Sunday and Monday as well. And I definitely got to make a Vegas nerve reset video. That is a hard video for me to like really work on because I have to process how I'm going to record it, lighting, and everything. It's going to be a very big practice. Simple, but for me to record and everything, it requires the thought. I need to... gotta know what's gonna come out of my mouth. You know what I'm saying? I gotta know the words that are gonna. Gotta know what to say. Because it is not easy. That's a rough video to make. Probably one of the hardest ones to date. All right. I'm gonna go. I appreciate everybody who tuned into the stream, and really appreciate it for everyone. I'm really thankful. Make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe. We're gonna be keeping you guys updated. I'm gonna keep this up, and by all means, I'll see you guys next time.